Congrats to Georgia Tech. They played a really good basketball game. I thought Josh did a great job of having his guys prepared. They played with a sense of urgency. With the exception of last game against NC State, they've been right there in the majority of their games. And they have I think, as good a guard as we have in our league in DeVoe. And he really played a very good basketball game. Disappointed for us. We didn't play with the force necessary in order for us to position ourselves like we need to win a basketball game. And that's the part that's most disappointing. And when I say the force, we didn't play with the sense of urgency. We didn't, do the take charges, first to the floor for loose balls, physical blockouts. Nothing we did was physical. And in order for us to put ourselves in the best position to win, that's who we have to be. And so it's disappointing that we didn't do that. We allowed the zone and the switching zone to make us hesitant. And when they saw that, they preyed on it, and it led to us having 16 turnovers, which led to them getting a lot of easy baskets. So again, really disappointing for us. We'll get back to it and get ready for Miami.
Jeff, you talked about there not being some urgency there. I mean, Wednesday night's was obviously a big one for y'all, but was there anything in the days after that you saw that made you think a performance like this might be coming?
Yeah. Thursday we didn't do much. Obviously, we didn't get back till late. We had guys who played heavy minutes. So Thursday was basically a mental day. We walked through a couple of things offensively that we thought could be successful against the zone, and then a couple of things defensively. We just started talking about how we want to defend them. And some of the things that we needed to have our antenna up with and a sense of urgency for. And then Friday was more of the day before a game, and I didn't feel the same energy that we had in preparation, obviously for North Carolina. And and then just the way they play, the zone and the switching zones, and the zone can switch within the possession, and what it does, it requires us to think. And so I was really concerned coming into this game, and I think I had a right to be, unfortunately.
Most that he felt like maybe you guys walked into this one a little bit more lackadaisical. How do you pull that out of players when they're struggling to come off of such a win? Because you said you guys preached as soon as they got off the plane, put that win behind you.
Yeah, well, players have to do it too. They have to listen, and they have to be able to move on. We talked about it extensively, but we didn't do it. And it's not just that we didn't do it. I didn't do a good enough job of getting us prepared for that. And so I have to figure out different ways. I'm disappointed in me. I'm disappointed in us. And we had an unbelievable opportunity and we didn't capitalize on it.
What kept Jamarius out of the offensive flow tonight?
He just didn't make shots. I mean, he took 11 of them. He didn't make them. I don't know if he's a little bit fatigued, tired, whatever it is. He didn't do much in practice on Friday because of soreness. And so just didn't have the rhythm. None of our guards did. The zone kept us off balance. And, we had difficulty finding spots, finding areas. We got down to short clock several times throughout the game. I thought when we moved it and we shared it and we ball faked and we did the things that we talked about doing, we were able to get good looks and clean looks. But we didn't do enough of that tonight.
I figured that the turnovers contribute some to it, them being able to get points in transition. But I mean, what defensively were you not seeing from your guys?
Well, we didn't play with any force. That was the thing. We didn't contest the elbow. We didn't do a good job of that. That's something we talked about. A lot of stuff was run through their bigs at the elbows, and they were able just to kind of get layups, off of cuts, and we didn't have active help side. And those are the things that we had been doing better. It's just we didn't have it there tonight. The communication wasn't great, for us in that area. When we missed shots at times, they were able just to leak out and get easy baskets there. which has been uncharacteristic. You know, the two teams we played prior are probably two of the better teams in transition, and we did an excellent job in both of those games of getting back and making them a half-court team. We didn't do that tonight, and that's all of those things. Doesn't matter. Like I told our guys during one time out, it doesn't matter what defense we're in, man or zone. Like we have to make it work, and that's the problem. We didn't make any of those things work tonight. And they're good. Like the way they run their offense, the Princeton stuff, the cutting, all of those things, they require you to talk. They require you to be alert. They require you to communicate and command. And we didn't do that.
Jeff, you've talked to us before about the wall that sometimes John was approaching with learning how to play at this part of the year and thinking through things. How much of that do you think played into some of your other intermediate guys out there just not being able to think through and saying, hey, let's talk through those defensive moments?
Yeah, I mean, it could be. It could be for a lot of our guys. This is the first time playing heavy minutes this late in the year. You know, for, a guy like JV, he didn't do that last year at Texas Tech. For Femi, playing heavy minutes like this time of year, it's different. It is very different. It's not an excuse, it's an explanation. But again, we have to be better in those situations. I've always felt that even if you're tired, if you're talking, then you're not thinking about being tired. If I'm saying, Mo, I got your help, or, Femi, get up and pressure, or, I'm calling out a ball screen coverage, or I'm constantly talking to the basketball, then what I'm doing is that I'm not thinking about me. I'm not thinking about being tired. And so it's a way to trick yourself, in those moments when maybe you are a little bit fatigued. If you lose yourself into the team and you throw yourself into the team, then you're not thinking about you. And then that's a way that you can get out of that. Hopefully we can mature and be better in those situations.
Jeff, I don't know if this is reading too deeply into things, but I mean, what, if anything, does a loss like this say where y'all are coming off 3 straight wins, have some sense of mode, that the team, I guess, plays poorly for most of the first 35 minutes? What, if anything, does that signal or say to you about where this team is mentally and just overall right now?
Yeah, it's a game. Just like when we beat North Carolina, we felt good about that. It's a game. Like, I don't look at all these deep things or whatever with our basketball team and our program right now. We just concentrate game by game. We didn't have it tonight. I wish I could tell you why we didn't. We just didn't. We'll get back to it tomorrow, and hopefully we'll be better tomorrow, be better Monday, and we're going to need to be a lot better on Tuesday.
I also don't know if this is reading too deeply into things too, but with Oni walking on senior day today, are y'all not anticipating, is this year his last, I guess, with the program?
I think so. I don't know. We haven't gotten into with our guys these are discussions we'll have at the end of the year with the guys.
When DeVoe went up for that 3, and after you guys cut it to 4, kind of what was going through your mind? Seeing him taking the shot and kind of knowing what kind of player he is.
Yeah, I mean, I was afraid, because he makes those type of shots. He had just missed one, maybe a couple of possessions before that, around a little bit over 3 minutes. But that one, again, that was a dagger, and that kid has done that. I mean, last year at their place when they beat us, we had cut it. I can't remember what we had cut it to, but it was late in the game, and we were in zone. He hit a 3 from the logo, from the Georgia Tech logo. That's what he does. That's what he's done throughout his career, and it's the reason why he's one of the better guards in our league and one of the leading scorers in this league. He's not afraid of those moments, and he's made enough of them that he has supreme confidence, even after missing one a few plays prior to that.
Jeff, when you guys have had, some of your more disappointing performances, have you seen any 1 or 2 players been the vocal guys on your roster to be the guys that kind of push everyone else to kind of rally them in those moments? Just when I asked Mo said he's like, I'm not a vocal person, but I haven't pushed through that and I haven't proved that. But who are those guys in your roster?
Yeah, I mean, it depends. Honestly, it depends on the day. Sometimes it's Femi, sometimes it's Jamarius. It's really kind of those 2 guys that are the guys to do it. But we haven't had anyone that consistently does it.
Is this a situation where your team's learning how to deal with success too? It's one of those things like you have to learn how to win and be consistent game in and game out, and you haven't had a ton of that here. I imagine that's a little bit of a learning curve as well.
Yeah, perhaps, but we should be better with this. Like we should be better. Like this isn't, we won 3 games last year in a row, and we came out the 4th one and we crapped the bed. You know what I mean? Like we have to, in order to take steps as a program, and it all falls on me. We have to be better at that, and we weren't tonight.
All right, thanks guys.
Thanks.